It's March, and you know what that means. It's survive and advance, y'all. The Garden's where it's at today, with 8 teams sweating it out at the Mecca. First, the X-Men are in the building with that #1 seed swag. But the Red Storm have been known to take down the top dogs.
They knock off the #1 team in the country.
Hey! Pump up the volume, and let's get this arena bumping.
Naughty by Nature, setting the tone for our 4 quarterfinal games today. We welcome you to the Ford FS1 College Hoops Tip-Off, sponsored by Ford, going further so you can. Much prettier day in New York compared to the snowstorm that hit the island yesterday. And we start with 2 of the best in the Big East, meeting at the Garden. Unanimous first-team All-Big East selection. Trayvon Blewett has Xavier in rarefied air, but they face a sizzling Shamorie Ponds and St. John's massive home court advantage. And we start quarterfinal Thursday with a 1v9 matchup. Xavier, now ranked 3rd in the land. They look to make it 3 wins this season over St. John's. Every year since 1983, the Big East tournament has been held right here at Madison Square Garden. But for the first time since the Big East has realigned, Villanova is not your #1 seed. It is the Xavier Musketeers. Rob Stone, Nick Bob, Donnie Marshall here with you. Some interesting late-breaking news here that we're going to keep an eye on. A drip was discovered about half an hour ago coming from the ceiling and hitting the floor. According to Big East Senior Associate Commissioner Stu Jackson, a few drops coming down every minute or so. They are going to have a dedicated person in charge to make sure there is no condensation buildup. Remember, this is something the Big East has already dealt with this season. The Seton Hall at Providence game had to be pushed back another day because of condensation buildup. Here's a look at your updated bracket. 4 games coming your way. We start with #1 seed Xavier, 4-5 matchup later. Then at 7 Eastern, 2 seed Villanova Marquette, followed by Butler and Seton Hall. Let's talk about Xavier. They've missed just 1 NCAA tournament over the course of the last 12 years. They made it to the Elite 8 last year. They're ranked 3rd in the nation. But there's some folks out there that still feel they are an off-Broadway production. Don, are you buying that?
Absolutely not. Are you kidding me? I think because they're not a sexy team. They don't have that one guy that's going to dunk on someone or go behind the back, the flash. They do have a 2,000-point scorer and a 1,000-point scorer. So to me, I will take that. To me, that is Broadway. That's why they're here. They are the, if not one of the most complete teams in college basketball today.
Yeah, Xavier checks a lot of boxes offensively. They can score inside, got 3 bigs. They score at the free throw line. They're 9th nationally in free throws made. They can also knock down threes. And then, Donnie, the thing I like about them is they can play you man, but they got a good switch up with that 1-3-1 zone defensively, which always helps out if you're not getting stops. I really like this Xavier team.
Multi-dimensional.
And they are the hunted for a change here at the Big East tournament. They swept St. John's in the regular season, but through the course of those 2 games, the Johnnies forged 31 turnovers. We'll see you next at halftime. Justin Kutcher, Jim Jackson with the call.
Rob, thank you so much. It is day 2 of this Big East tournament quarterfinal, game #1. And it is St. John's against #1 Xavier. Justin Kutcher alongside Jim Jackson. So happy to be with you here on FS1. Jim, these 2 teams have played twice before this year. Both games were very, very close, which means we could be in store for another good one here today.
But hold up, how about Stoner knowing it was Naughty by Nature coming in with the
yes,
with the music?
Props to Stoner.
I can't believe, but they played, and I think the important part, Stoner also, Rob Stone said, 31 forced turnovers. When you're playing against this St. John's team in particular, and MSG, the ability for them to get out in transition and score is a positive for them. So Xavier has to take better care of the basketball, pound the ball inside, and come up with a plan to stop Shamorie Ponds.
Okay, let's talk about the guy, Ford's for Xavier, though, the unanimous first Big East team performer, Trayvon Blewett.
Well, considered to be maybe, Big East Player of the Year. He was there for much of the year. He can beat you in so many different ways. I love his leadership ability, and he's not afraid of the big moment in late game situations. Even when he's not shooting the ball well, he's always a threat on the court. And speaking of threats, Shamorie Ponds is just impossible to stop. Whether that's one-on-one, off the penetration, off the pick and roll, he can beat you with a feathery touch inside. He's a playmaker. He commands the whole respect of the team defensively. You got to try to contain him. You can't stop him. What you can do, though, is try to make him less efficient, that he's not just killing you each and every time down the court.
A look at our starting lineups. Shamorie Ponds joined in the backcourt by Justin Simon, a triple-double threat. Marvin Clark also key for the Johnnies for Xavier. Quentin Gooden will run the point. Najee Marshall, the freshman, and Karam Cantor. He has had big games against St. John's this year. A matchup problem for Tariq Owens. The officials, Pat Driscoll, John Gaffney, and Tim Clougherty. We are all set to kick off the best day of this Big East tournament. 4 games here today at Madison Square Garden. Tariq Owens against Karam Cantor to jump center, and the tip is controlled by St. John's.
I love these great uniforms, too, by the Giants. Look at the sweet. Reminds me of my Ohio State days with the gray jerseys, man.
I see how it is.
Hey, yeah, that's how we go. Come on, it's new. We got to get this thing started, Jeff.
Alley-oop for Owens, too high for him, even though it looks like he could be on a pogo stick sometimes. Chris Mack, the Big East Coach of the Year in his 9th season as the head coach of Xavier, the all-time winningest coach in Xavier history. As you said, now his team is the Hunted. Karam Cantor against Owens, a patient big man. And he draws the foul against Owens to start things off. Well, you talk about your playing days. How about Chris Mullen back here at the Garden, now in his 3rd year as the head coach for St. John's. Picked up the victory over Georgetown last night, 88-77.
At the free throw line, Karam Cantor has had success against this St. John's team, whether it be posting up, stepping out. The January 17th game, Cantor was able to have 22 points, 8 for 10, very efficient. Came back after that and had 13 points here in New York. So we're going to utilize his post-up skills, pick and pop. So it'll be an interesting matchup once again for the Johnnies.
And of course, that early foul right there against Tariq Owens,
who needs to be on the court.
He fouled out last night against Georgetown. Clark, dangerous from outside, picked up by Blewett. Simon not want to look for his outside shot. Ahmed will, he'll miss, and a rebound by Gooden.
I thought that was a big shot for Ahmed. Didn't play particularly well, shoot the ball last night. So if he can come out and get some early confidence, that's that 3rd or 4th tier player. If you see a steal by Marvin Clark, that provides offense for this St. John's team.
Here's a turnover, will lead to offense here for St. John's. Clark against the freshman Marshall, kick out Ponds for 3. Front rims it, and a run out rebound here for Najee Marshall.
And that time it was a caution closeout by Gooden.
Trayvon Blewett, the step back 3, no. Rebound comes out to Simon. Simon pushing it, he gets stripped by Blewett. Up ahead, it's Macura. And Macura gets fouled by Bashir Ahmed. You could see Macura slow down, looking for that contact.
Well, he knew that the pursuit was coming from behind. The pass really didn't lead Macura to the basket, so smartly, he tried to cause the contact here, create it, and just wasn't able to finish. And you asked me a question earlier off camera about St. John's playing late. Will it affect them, Shamorie Ponds? Well, and I said this, that early games always tend to throw teams off because their bodies are just not accustomed to playing at noon. So you see in the very beginning that it's not as fluid for both teams, but once they get the rhythm and get into it, I think things will loosen up, not just for St. John, but also for Xavier.
The noon start times certainly tough on both teams. You would think would be tougher on St. John's because they played last night. Owens, the baseline jumper, that's long. St. John's now 0 for 3 from the floor to open up this ball game. Gooden, the crossover to the hoop, loses it. And there the rebound is Owens. Pons picked up by Gooden. Little guards tend to give Xavier difficulty. They lost against Arizona State earlier this year. Simon, the pull-up jumper's good, and that might get St. John's going.
Well, I love how you squared up Cantor. Cantor backed up, respecting his driving ability. And that time Simon able to walk into a nice little 15-foot jump shot.
Akira well off on the three. Here comes Pons. Shamori Pons has it poked away. Clark for three in the lead. Got it. Just like that. Marvin Clark II had 16 points and 4 rebounds last night against Georgetown. He too fouled out. But he fouled out late. It's Clark against Cantor now after Owens picked up that early foul, and Owens is on Marshall. Shot clock down to 8. Makira to the hoop, puts it in.
Well, how about Jamie? I mean, Jamie, I want to call him Jamie. JP had Cantor on the slip, but he allowed the lane to clear, and then he had a sliver of opening, and he was able to get and use that long frame and athleticism to finish on the other side of the rim.
How about this matchup here? Najee Marshall against Shamori Pons. Bashir Ahmed goes baseline. Good take by Ahmed.
And if you're Ahmed, that's what you want to do. Your jump shot was off a little bit. You missed your first one, but his ability to attack off the dribble and use that length to get inside should be used to his advantage, just like it was on that play.
Makira underneath for Cantor. Pretty pass by Makira. Good hands by Cantor. Back and forth we go. 8-7, Xavier leading.
And you see now both teams, Justin, kind of settling in a little bit more, getting a sense and feel of what they can do offensively.
Clark for three again. This time he's off the mark. Makira, good rebound. Gooden to the hoop for the dunk. Quentin Gooden is sneaky explosive.
In transition, I mean, one of the more explosive players. You don't see it all the time with him, but his vertical leap, I think, is 42 inches, so he doesn't use it, but when he does, it's exciting.
Pons, his three is off, rattles in and out. Xavier's made 3 in a row. They lead by 3. Blewett fading away along the baseline. The miss. Here comes Simon. Doesn't have numbers. Pons pull up, that's for 2, and he gets that one to go.
And he can get that shot all day, Justin, because you have to respect his driving ability and give him room.
And that's going to be the second foul against Tariq Owens right there, picking up number 2 with just under 15. But how about Quentin Gooden coming down right at you? Woo!
Hops, baby.
Xavier leading here early against the hot team St. John's, 10-9 at MSG. Big East basketball is sponsored by Jeep Grand Cherokee, the New York Public Library. That's where you'll find Jim Jackson hanging out all the time in his free time. 10-9, Xavier leading St. John's, and Xavier having a historic season. 27 regular season wins, the most in school history. What a regular season it was for them. They captured their Big East regular season championship, the first time they've done that in school history. They went as high as number 3 in the AP ranking. That is the highest in school history. Trayvon Blewett, his 3rd consecutive first-team All-Big East performance. One of 13 players in Big East history to be named to the first team 3 times. Quite a career he's had.
What are you talking about? Consistency. 5 straight 20-win seasons, 12 out of the last 13. So the program has been on solid footing for quite some time, and to accomplish what they did this year, kind of getting out of the shadows, so to speak, Villanova. Now they still have yet to beat them for the year, but one goal they wanted to set and accomplish they were able to do. The next is capturing a Big East tournament title.
Najee Marshall at the free throw line. Makes 1 of 2, but more importantly, the foul was called against Tariq Owens. He is now on the bench with 2. Amar Alibegovic has checked in.
And Alibegovic going to provide you not just shot blocking, but he can stretch the defense if he's able to get his shot going.
Here's Pons for 3. He's missed a couple from downtown. Blewett Crossover, had it knocked loose. Scramble for the ball, he still has it. And now Simon just takes it away from him. Here comes Simon. Good hands by McCure to poke it free from behind. And now Gooden, physical game right now. And the officials will call jump ball possession arrow for Xavier. And Jim, right now, this is Big East basketball. The officials are letting them go.
Well, I love it because it was all-out hustle, so there weren't fouls on the Trayvon Blowout when he hit the deck. Now, when Gooden hit the deck, it wasn't foul, it was all-out hustle, and I love that the officials allowed the players to dictate what was going to happen out of the play.
It's Xavier basketball with a 2-point lead, just about 6 minutes into this one. Kaiser Gates, number 22, has checked in. We saw Sean O'Mara into the game for Xavier as well. The switch, there's a mismatch. Flew it to the hoop. Nice play.
Beautiful play, just because it was multiple movements. It was a pick and roll into another pick and roll, and Trayvon Blowout smartly slipped the screen right there. Excellent pass inside.
Simon in the corner. Shamori Pons really hasn't gotten going quite yet here for St. John's. Shot clock down to 10. Pons into the corner. Ahmed, good pump fake. His pull-up jumper. It's long. A rebound by Kaiser Gates. O'Mara posting up against Ali Begovic. O'Mara with the left off the back of the rim, gets the rebound. Blew it for three. In and out. McCure keeps it alive, gets the rebound, and a foul is going to be called against Ahmed, and that'll be number 2 against Bashir Ahmed.
Yeah, let's go back to that last play. I want to circle when we get back here to Trayvon Blowout right here. Keep your eye when he comes over, gets the screen, and then slips, because you think it's going to happen. You're going to switch. No, backdoor cut. And that's communicating sometimes, Justin, without talking. It's eye to eye with Gooden and also Blowout to get that pass.
Trying to get it into O'Mara. Good defense by Ali Begovic. Into the game for the first time now for St. John's is Brian Trimble Jr. because the second foul to Bashir Ahmed. So Ahmed and Owens both with 2 fouls for St. John's. Simon left open for 3 and hits it. He can hit the 3, doesn't like to shoot it, but now he's 14 of 34 from three-point land on the season.
Well, you can tell that was part of the scouting report because Quentin Gooden kind of gave him, Simon, enough space and really didn't contest the jump shot, kind of fell back in the lane, so it was almost.
O'Mara, the jump hook, no. Rebound for Pons, a chance for St. John's to take the lead. And a foul will be called here against Quentin Gooden.
Well, you talk about the scouting report. Quentin Gooden right here is looking for the pick and roll and said, listen, if you're going to beat me from outside, take the jump shot. And Simon's going to have to prove that he's able to knock it down. And then once he knocks down a couple, now you start to adjust your defense and contest. But that was just a little too wide open at that time in the corner by Gooden.
That was the first team foul against Xavier. Paul Scruggs into the game for the first time, number 1. Ali Begovic trying to get it down low to Clark against Scruggs, and that'll be a foul against Scruggs. 2 free throws coming up here for Marvin Clark.
And let's go back. Keep in mind, Chris Mullin, NBA player. You recognize mismatches when you have it. Paul Scruggs immediately comes in the game. What they do, they post up Marvin Clark on the post to exploit that. And last night, I thought St. John's, Chris Mullin did an excellent job against Georgetown and isolating the 1-3 pick and roll between Clark and Shamori Pons. And once it worked once, it worked twice, it worked 3 times. He continued to go with it, and that's that NBA mentality.
And again, you've got Marvin Clark II, who's a redshirt junior transfer from Michigan State, a veteran, against a freshman Paul Scruggs. Clark 6'7", Scruggs 6'3". That's just smart.
Well, and Clark is 6'7" with some beef on him, okay? You know, and he understands how to play. And the beauty of it is that Chris Mullin trusts him.
Wow, Kaiser Gates off the feed by O'Mara.
How about the adjustment to recognize your 2-3 zone and then find the gaps within it? And Kaiser Gates able to finish strong inside.
Simon again left open for three. Again, he hits it from three. He's saying, if you're going to leave me open, I'm going to take it and make it a 2-point lead for St. John's.
Simon said, put some respect on my name. Come guard me out here.
St. John's back in that zone. Scruggs doesn't like to shoot from the outside. Can't get in. Misses. Clark with a rebound. St. John's doing this with Owens and Ahmed both on the bench with 2 fouls. Simon spins, hangs off the glass. Justin Simon is feeling it right now. A 10-2 St. John's run.
You watch the St. John's team now, there's no way you would say that this team struggled during the Big East Conference play because they have so many guys and so many weapons.
O'Mara underneath again. They find that hole in the zone.
Well, they're finding the hole because they're not as active on the perimeter. Their arms are down by the side, so it's making the passing lanes, whether threading the needle or over the top, easier to get to. You have to be more active, especially on the perimeter if you're going to play zone.
All 6 field goals for Xavier have come in the paint so far. Simon asking for the screen. Shot clock down to 7. Shot clock at 3. Pons. Trimble puts it up. And it's kept alive by Ali Begovic. What a job by Amar Ali Begovic to get the extra possession. These teams are winded. They're waiting for a whistle. They're waiting for a timeout. Pons directing traffic. Ali Begovic trying to go high-low. Clark has it stripped down low. Jump ball. It will be St. John's ball with 9 seconds on the shot clock when we come back. 5 lead changes so far. Kaiser Gates, beautiful pass and the strong finish. But Justin Simon answers back off the glass. It is a good battle here early on. The 1-9 matchup. Xavier and St. John's from the Garden. 2-point lead for St. John's here in the first half, and Sunday Kevin Harvick looks to make it 3 wins in a row as NASCAR heads to Phoenix for the second race of the NASCAR Goes West Series. Catch the action Sunday beginning at 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific on Fox, or stream it live on Fox Sports Go. And let's go inside the huddle with Chris Mack and Xavier.
Again, you're taking on the one-on-one challenge. Whether that's Marvin Clark posting somebody fronting, got to be able to play with a hand on Pons, play with a hand on Trimble or Bashir Ahmed. Make sure we're in the gaps talking to one another.
That's just manning up. I mean, take care of your own business. Yes, we're going to provide you help if you get beat, but if you take away the initial thrust, then we don't have to help as a team. So let's see if the Xavier Musketeers make an adjustment in regards to how they're guarding one-on-one on the perimeter, also in the post.
You see Kaiser Gates there. Tyreek Jones has just checked in for the first time. Tyreek Jones, the sophomore out of Bloomfield, Connecticut. Bashir Ahmed is back in for St. John's with 2 fouls. 9 seconds on the shot clock here. Pons to inbound, gets to Clark. Clark. Ali Begovic for 3, knocks it down. Amar Ali Begovic, 8 for 28 on the season from 3-point land.
Yeah, but you have to respect it a little bit more to get out there. And at the end of the shot clock, Jones, Tyreek was just caught inside and couldn't get out in time.
Bakura to answer back. Air ball. Marshall there for the rebound. Scruggs takes the 3. Gates the rebound and put back.
And that's the activity I love to see from Gates, because a lot of times he may settle for jump shots because he can't stroke the ball, but he's long, he's athletic. We saw the dunk inside, now contributing on the offensive glass by pounding the boards and now completing another possession for the Musketeers.
Ali Begovic posting up against Jones.
That's not going to work.
Hard for three.
Jones is a little stronger right there on the block.
Here comes Najee Marshall. Xavier trailing by 3. Scruggs.
Grab him. Oh, we got a push.
We got a push. Yep, a push. A foul called.
Well, you talk dribble penetration, great defense by Kaiser Gates, but Tyreek Jones anticipating that maybe Marvin Clark, the second, was driving, got caught in the lane, and you talked about Ali Bekovic.
They just called that foul on Bashir Ahmed. I think that foul should have been called against Brian Trimble.
Right.
And I think right now John Gaffney's going to go over and actually find out. Tim Clarity is saying it's against number 1, and it should be against number 12. And I think they may go to the monitor right now to confirm.
Well,
that's big.
Yeah, they got to get it right, because it was Trimble. We go back to the play. It's Trimble guarding Scruggs right here. And that's the foul.
I mean,
right
Ahmed's
there.
not even near it.
No. Easy call.
And that's obviously a good job by the officials, a good job by Chris Mullen.
No, a better job by Ahmed. Like, that wasn't me. Trust me, as a player, the last thing you want is to get a foul called on you that's not yours, where you have to now sit down. So he's going to be adamant about, no, correct that situation.
Trayvon Blewett back in the game. Here is Blewett with the ball, trying to go down low. Ali Begovic pokes it away. Here comes Trimble. Good hands, knocking it away is Blewett. It will be St. John's ball. Justin Simon to inbound. He has been the offense thus far here for St. John's in the first half. Ali Begovic stripped by Makura. Another steal by him.
Oh, what activity, what anticipation that time by JP.
Blewett, the deep 3. Got it. Tie game.
The two seniors. Makura making his presence felt, kind of playing like free safety on the back line, plucking the steal away, and then in transition, the trailer a lot of times is open. Trayvon Blewett able to capitalize.
And now a foul will be called against Tyreek Jones. Defense oftentimes leads to offense. You said it, the seniors.
But now you get out in transition, you can do a lot more. You get it to your partner in crime, Trayvon Blewett. You know when he squares up the shoulder, nothing but bobbles.
Quarterfinals game number 1 here in the Big East tournament, all tied up at 22 between St. John's and Xavier. Let's go inside the huddle with Chris Mullen and St. John's.
Transition throwing hands. We got to get back and get matched up and play them. Don't put your hands in your pockets. Hey, we can beat this team, man. We just got to play. We can beat them. Hey, we got to talk more. Not enough talk. Not enough talk. Not enough pop on defense. Not enough pop.
Well, real simple. What Xavier loves to do is push in transition. There's one way you can dribble, or you can advance the ball down the court, which will beat the defense. And Chris Mullen is alerting his team. We got to get back and take that long pass away, because if not, now we're going to have matchup situations. They're going to have advantages and be able to take control of that and get some easy baskets in transition.
St. John's this year, 16-16 overall. That win over Duke, that turned things around for this St. John's team.
I was on the call for that game. You're talking about a number of guys just stepping up, playing big minutes and contributing.
Shot clock down to 7 here. Simon, shot clock at 3. Trimble doesn't see it. Shot clock violation.
But you got to be more conscious. You got to be more conscious. That time Simon threw it to Trimble in the corner. He didn't have a clue. Somebody from the bench, somebody on the floor has to be able to recognize the shot clock was going down.
5th turnover of the game for St. John's.
And those are the possessions talked about, empty possessions that come back to haunt you because you don't get a shot at the rim.
And that's a possession out of a timeout, which makes it even more frustrating. the wing. Gates for three. Kaiser Gates, it's so important for him to get off to a good start. Kaiser Gates is off to the good start here for Xavier.
And how about the read by JP?
Ali Begovic for three again. Back rims it. Clark. And it's into the hands of Gates, who has it poked away by Simon. Justin Simon, he is a thief. 2.5 steals per game on the season. Very interesting how Xavier's gone big against Pons in this game, and now they force the turnover. Makura. And Makura has it blocked. He was looking for the foul, no whistle. It's Gates against Pons. Clark trying to post up against Quentin Gooden. Blewett waiting to help. Another steal here by Makura. Blewett for three. Short. The rebound by Jones, and the putback is good.
Yeah,
and it looks like St. John's might be getting a timeout here.
Yeah, a little bit tired, a little bit winded, but excellent defense again by JP on the weak side.
A 10-0 scoring run here for Xavier as they lead by 5 with 5:18 to go in the first half.
And welcome back, Xavier Musketeers on a 10-0 run. And I want you to keep your eye on this pick and roll because it's very important what the action is going to present. And JP Makura actually able to do it. We freeze it here as Marvin Clark is going to slide back down into the key. As he comes off, just watch the spread and the offense work. Marvin Clark is going to get caught because now he has to take Tariq Jones. He doesn't get there. Excellent cross-court pass to be able to knock in that jump shot. And to me, the execution, the timing, but then the patience to allow the pick and roll to go, put Marvin Clark in the situation. Do I give up a layup? And I can't get back out to the three.
Well, how about this? Justin Cole, number 23, has checked in for St. John's. Shamori Pons is out. Xavier's done something in this game that's kind of taken Shamori Pons out of the game. They've gone big against him, whether it's Kaiser Gates or Najee Marshall. It's given him fits.
Well, you know what? The St. John's offense has been successful without him scoring.
Here's Simon, difficult shot. He's the reason why.
Yeah, and so I'll give credit to Pons by not trying to force his offense, knowing that it was a rhythm going on with the Johnny's offense that he didn't want to kind of take away from. So give him a little credit on the maturity side.
Tariq Owens is also in. Owens has 2 fouls. Picked up 2 quick fouls in this game. Shot clock down to 7. Blewett. Bounce pass has it stolen. Here comes Simon again. Clark gets bumped by Najee Marshall. That'll be the 4th team foul against Xavier. Shamori Pons in this ball game, just 2 points, 2 turnovers, 1 of 4 from the floor. This is a guy who led the Big East in scoring, averaging 21.6 per game.
Listen, as a scorer and a person that got volume shots, the last thing I worried about was my numbers early. To see an offensive foul here, and it's on Owens.
It's on Owens. That's number 3 against him.
Well, now you got to bring it back and have a seat. But to go back to Pons, you know you're going to get your attempts when you're a high-volume shooter. He plays the point, so that means he's going to have the ball in his hands. So you don't have to worry about whether you get it now, you get it in the second half. He's going to be able to get his attempts back up.
Owens to the bench. Brian Trimble to the bench. Pons and Ali Begovic back in for St. John's. St. John's 5 turnovers in their last 7 possessions, which has allowed Xavier to retake the lead. Makura. Jones, the offensive rebound, gets it out to Blewett. And Blewett draws the foul against Clark. Clark trying to tell Pat Driscoll, hey, he was pushing off for me, but Driscoll not having any of that. That's the 17th foul against St. John's. It should be 1-on-1 here for Trayvon Blewett. It will be. The officials, the horns going off as if we're driving here in New York City.
Well, you got 4 minutes, 16 seconds left. Now you're in the penalty for Xavier. An excellent free throw shooting team at about 78, 79%. You use that to your advantage now. That means you can be more aggressive off the drive, force the body contact by St. John's, and now you get yourself to the free throw line.
Trayvon Blewett knocks down the first. Scruggs will come in from Akira. Blewett 6 points in the game. Just 2 of 6 from the floor. He's got 7 points now.
Yeah, but he's the same way like Shamor. He may be off at the beginning. The shots may not be falling, but you know at some point throughout the game, you're going to come back to Trayvon Blewett offensively.
4 minutes to go. Here's Pons now against Gooden, goes at him. And we're going to have a foul called against Quentin Gooden, which will lead us to a break. But it's a 12-2 Xavier run. 29-24, the top seed Xavier Musketeers leading St. John's here in the first half.
8 lead changes already in this one. Xavier currently up 5. Rob, so with you, we're coming up on the Jeep Grand Cherokee halftime report. 7 days ago, Louisville let one slip away versus #1 Virginia. The rematch coming your way next. Plus, who needs our 4v5 matchup more, Providence or Creighton? Justin, Jim, we'll see you at the break.
Rob, thank you very much. Looking forward to that coming up at halftime. But Justin Simon, he has been the offense here in the first half for St. John's.
Well, part of it has been that the scouting reporter says allowed Justin Simon to shoot deep three-point shots and contest, but he's done a great job of mixing it up. He's knocked down a jump shot, so now you have to respect it. Now he puts it on the deck and he uses that athleticism to get to the basket. And when he's scoring, I mean, that's a guy that can beat you in so many different ways. See the 12 points, 5 for 5, the 2 steals. He can handle the ball. He makes decisions. So excellent first half thus far by Justin Simon.
Karam Cantor has checked back in for Xavier. That last foul before the break was called against Quentin Gooden. That was his second. He went to the bench. So now Najee Marshall is back in. He is defending Shamori Pons. Here is Pons against Marshall. Doesn't use the screen. Takes the 3, misses, and the rebound for Scruggs.
Yeah, and that's where the height and the length come into play. Pons may be a little quicker, but on the contest, Marshall was able to give a little room and then recover.
Akira able to save it. A little scramble mode right now as Cantor posting up against Ali Begovic. Shot clock at 9. Cantor, no, tipped, and the rebound to Justin Cole.
Good defense that time by Ali Begovic inside. Cantor not able to muscle his way. He's able to wall up and make that a tough shot for Cantor.
Pons now has Scruggs on him. Let's see if he goes at him. Anytime he has a guy his size or about that, he'll go at him. Shot clock is at 5. Do they see it? Simon puts up the 3. That's his first miss of the game. And now a good offensive possession right there for St. John's.
Well, that time it was too much. It took too much time on this side of the court, on our side, right-hand side, to try to figure out either it was going to be a pick and roll with Marvin Clark or a post-up. And that just bled into the shot clock, which forced Simon to take an uncomfortable shot off the dribble behind the three-point line.
The last 10 trips down the floor for St. John's, 1 of 5 from the floor and 5 turnovers. Cantor to the hoop, puts up an air ball. And we got a jump ball. Possession arrow will be Xavier ball with 11 on the shot clock.
I'm impressed. Ali Begovic, his activity on the defensive, he's not the fastest, he's not the quickest, but he's put himself in position where he can contest a shot, he can battle inside. Right here, the ability to tie up the ball.
Blewett gets free for 3. No, Cantor. And it's going to be Pons who comes away with the ball. Coming up on 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Simon to the hoop. He gets it blocked, and Simon's on the baseline out of bounds while he had possession. So it will be Xavier ball.
Yeah, a lot of traffic. I love that Simon was able to catch on the run, but right here, defense is straight up, no foul. His foot was on the line, so excellent call by the official. You see it again, defense straight up, helped by Scruggs on the backside.
Again, Tariq Owens on the bench with 3 fouls. Bashir Ahmed has 2 for St. John's. Backdoor cut for Blewett, who gets fouled. And that foul will be called against Justin Simon. And that is the first against Simon. There is Owens on the bench for pretty much the entirety of this first half.
Man, that was an excellent play right there because it was a double back cut. J.P. McCura went first, and then Trayvon Blewett had the option either to come off the screen or go back door, but it was cleared open by the cut, first cut of McCura.
Blewett now with 8 points, and this is the largest lead of the game. That's 6 points for Xavier.
Justin, you gave me a note here. We looked at the points off of turnovers for Xavier. And you think about it, you said it's, it's a 7-point game. St. John's has turned the basketball over, given opportunity to Xavier. They haven't fared well on the offensive in the last few possessions, but yet still only down 7.
And now we talked about the moisture area before the game. Rob Stone addressed this on the pregame show. They are going to wipe down the area. They addressed this prior to the game, about 30 minutes before there's a leak. We had some weather come through the area yesterday. Another nor'easter, nasty day here in New York City. And so now they just blew the whistle to make sure it was all clear. We don't want to have a repeat performance of what we had Providence and Seton Hall a couple weeks ago.
Have to keep our eye. Bashir Ahmed is back in the game. He's playing with those 2 fouls.
Here is Ahmed. Ahmed, he gets fouled, goes down hard. This is what we're talking about from earlier today. The water dripping down onto the floor.
And sometimes it's, weather has a way of, of intruding upon what you want to do, and all you can do is really just stay attentive to it.
The foul was called against Blewett, his first, team 6th.
You know why I love this? I kind of love this move with Bashir back in the game. Bashir Ahmed back in the game is because a lot of coaches will sit a guy out, but some believe that you need to have a guy have rhythm going into halftime, and you do that by inserting him back in the game so that he feels confident coming out in the second half, even though he may be playing with 2 fouls.
Well, if you're St. John's, if you can get this to within 5 going into the locker room, you got to feel pretty good because Pons has done nothing so far. Shot clock down to 9. Pons splits the double. Kick out to Ahmed in the corner. Shot clock down to 3. It's going to be out of bounds with 2 seconds on the shot clock.
Once again, St. John's getting married and stuck on one side of the court, plays right into the aggressive defense of the Musketeers. 2 seconds left on the shot clock.
Kaiser Gates is going to come in.
How about size right here on the out of bounds play by Chris Mack? A longer Kaiser Gates on the ball.
Clark puts up the 3. Got it! Big shot for St. John's.
Just like it was drawn up by Chris Mullen.
And now a timeout taken here by Chris Mack and Xavier. And Clark was saying, I got hit on the arm. That should have been a 4-point try.
Yeah, but listen, here it is in the corner. It may not be pretty, but it's effective. Big-time shot by Marvin Clark II.
A beautiful shot of Lower Manhattan. You couldn't see that yesterday. One World Trade, but you can today. From the director of Fast and the Furious, the Hurricane Heist is in theaters tomorrow, March 9th.
Are you a movie guy? Like going to movies?
You know, I don't get to enough movies. I like movies, I just don't get to them.
Why? Make time.
I'll try.
Okay.
I'll listen to you, okay?
Make time.
I tell you what, let's talk about the bracket because this is what I spend my time on.
Oh.
I spend my time on the brackets.
Boring.
St. John's beat Georgetown last night to set up this matchup. Marquette held off DePaul to set up their matchup against Villanova later on tonight. We've got Butler-Seton Hall coming up. That 4-5 matchup, that'll be another, excuse me, we've got actually the matchup of Creighton against Providence. That one will be a good one.
A lot of implications on those two. Butler You know, Providence, Creighton, Seton Hall.
Akira has it knocked away. Backdoor cut for Marshall, gets fouled. Can't get it to go. And the foul will be called against Justin Cole.
You know what impressed me about JP, John Paul Makura, is his maturity. He got a little roughed up a little bit more physical play when he initially had the ball, but instead of getting frustrated, he continued to play with an even head, and now he's able to make a play to his teammate where maybe a little earlier in his career he would have got frustrated and maybe committed an offensive foul.
JP Makura, the senior, over 1,000 career points. One of those players everyone says you love to have him on your team, you hate to play against him.
Well, he irritates you in a lot of different ways, but one thing you can't deny is his competitive spirit. Whether he's shooting the ball with accuracy or not, he's a threat on the court, but he's always going to give you something, okay? Irritating or not, he can frustrate his own coaching staff, but more importantly, he frustrates his opponents.
Xavier now 11 for 12 from the free throw line here in the first half, and Pons draws the foul going to the hoop.
Well, quick play. Advance the ball up the court to Justin Simon, and then a little handoff, and that's one of the things on the board that Chris Mullin wanted to get. Advance the ball ourselves up quickly and then attack this Xavier team, and it worked for the Johnnies on that possession.
On to the free throw line. You wonder if just seeing the ball go through the hoop here at the free throw line can get Pons going for the second half.
Listen, he's so confident in his game. You can see the last two possessions he's attacked off the dribble. He's going to continue to shoot, but again, the maturity aspect of not trying to force things, I think, is great. I think you'll see him a little bit more aggressive in the second half.
It's a 4-point game. Those were his first points in 14 minutes for Shamorie Pons. St. John's showing some token pressure. And that forces Xavier to get into their offense with under 20 to go on the shot clock. Akira against Pons, shot clock down to 9. Here comes Cantor. Deflected ball by Pons. It will. Big East basketball is sponsored by Jeep Grand Cherokee, the Guggenheim Museum. That new edition, done by George Costanza, of course. 45-35. Xavier leading St. John's. How about this play?
Well, drawn up. I mean, Trayvon blew it. It was 2 for 9 before this shot, but always a threat when he's able to come. And you talk about artistry and motion right here, the pretty stroke, the feathery touch, splash, 3 ball. So always a threat when Trayvon is able to get his feet set. And, you know, nice play again by Chris Mack to get his main player involved.
Trayvon blew it now with 312 career three-pointers, the all-time leader at Xavier. He entered this game with 2,187 points. He is now 1 point shy of 2,200 in his career.
I love it too, because right before that, he and Bashir Ahmed were kind of jawing back and forth. As he walked off the court, you see a foul right here inside. He kind of looked at Ahmed a little bit, said, "I got this."
You never talk trash, did you?
All the time.
I wonder if anyone's talking trash at Grand Central right now. Score is still the same, 45-35. The score is still the same, 45-35. Xavier leading St. John's here in the second half, and Karam Cantor has been good, especially here in the second half.
Well, he's been good all year. I think the surprise player for Xavier, kind of knew that he could shoot the ball spot up, but it's this that he's added to his game. The inside game, whether that's posting up or midway, in between, knocking down shot. How about stealing Big Bro's locker?
Yeah, his big brother Enes Cantor plays for the New York Knicks. Xavier has the Knicks locker room, being the 1 seed, and that's pretty cool.
Did he leave him some gear, some shoes, something else, some Knicks stuffs?
Clark for 3, no. And the rebound by Makura. How about Cantor has 6 points in the half? St. John's has 6 points in the half.
And St. John's is more regulated right now, other than that drive by Simon a little bit earlier to some contested jump shots on the perimeter. Got to figure out ways to be able to attack downhill and get to the basket.
Watch out. Short on the 3, blew it. who had picked up his third foul, is playing with 3. Justin Simon fouls him, and that's the second against Simon.
Yeah, but the physical nature, once again, that's one thing Chris Mullin wanted his team to be, is a little bit more physical than the Musketeers. And if I'm Chris Mack, I'm not worried about so much Trayvon Blue. He takes him out the game right now. So he's going to stagger him in and out to make sure he doesn't pick up that 4th foul.
Sean O'Mara comes in. Scruggs on the floor with Gates, O'Mara, Makura, and Gooden for Xavier. Gooden, the kick out. Gates for 3. Got it. Kaiser Gates has 10 points. This guy has been so quiet recently. Coming into this game, he was 2 for his last 16 from 3.
Yeah, but guess what? That dunk early in the game, his first 2 points, got him going.
A 9-0 run. Clark snaps that.
The isolation that time. It's always tough to guard mid-post or mid-free throw line right there in the middle of the court. It's hard to come off for a double team, and Marvin Clark recognized that, able to finish with his offhand.
O'Mara posting up, Gooden to the hoop, no. And the rebound for Ali Begovic. Here comes Simon. Simon avoiding the charge, gets it blocked by O'Mara. Scruggs the other way, Gooden asking for it. .13 lead for the Musketeers.
Xavier settling in right now in the second half, defensively getting the stops they need. And then having multiple ball handlers, Justin, allows them to get out in transition and take advantage of their versatility.
Ahmed goes baseline to the hoop for the dunk. Well, that gets St. John's going. And a foul here against Ali Begovic.
But keep your eye right here on Gates right here. He's going to float to the corner, but also for point guards, Quentin Gooden right here, he's patient on the pick and roll. All right, I'm not in a rush. I'm not in a rush. I'm going to draw the defense, and then guess what? Bam! As soon as he sees the clearance, gets it over to Gates.
O'Mara trying to post up against Ali Begovic. He wants it. He gets it. Just using that strength to go up against him. Misses. Ahmed with a rebound. Pons draws the contact. That foul is against Kaiser Gates. And that's the first against Gates, and it'll be 2 free throws here for Pons.
Well, that's called respect. That time Kaiser Gates was kind of backpedaling. He had to give Shamori Pons space, but as he inched back, Pons inched closer to him, and then at the last minute exploded right into his body and picked up the foul.
Is that respect, or you just don't want to be embarrassed on the crossover as Pons comes up well short on that free throw?
He respectfully didn't want to be embarrassed. That's what it was. Trust me, listen, you know this is the YouTube, Twitter world. The last thing you want is to be on somebody's highlight. Trust me, guys think about that when they're playing in the game.
10-point game. Just 5 points for Shamori Pons. Gates for 3 again. Hits it again. Gates has 13. He was so good pre-conference.
Yep.
Conference season came around, and he just faded. He's coming alive here in the tournament. Pons going back at him. Pons. You can see Shamori Pons right now is like, all right, you know what? Enough is enough. I'm going to start being aggressive. Out of bounds. That's off of Pons' foot.
Well, and actually on that last play with Pons, Kaiser Gates was in a great position. I mean, but the ability for Pons to kind of get Gates below the basket that then fade away a little bit with his offhand was just better offense.
John Gaffney going over to talk with Chris Mullen. Shamori Pond said something. Justin Simon quickly wrapped his arm around him. Scruggs lost it. Comes back out to Gates. That's a fortuitous bounce there for Xavier. Macura for three. Hits it. "14-point lead for the Musketeers." Pons can't hit the three. Still looking for his first from downtown. Xavier trying to bust this game wide open. Scruggs. O'Mara the putback. No. Ahmed with a rebound. Here comes Pons. Ali Begovic. Wow. Nice move. Little power dribble. Able to get his feet together. And now a foul will be called against Ali Begovic. I thought for a minute maybe it would be against O'Mara. Bug eyes for Ali Begovic. But Macura, the senior, knocking down the three here in the Big East tournament. The Musketeers 27-4 on the season, trying to advance to the semifinals of the Big East tournament. Big East basketball is sponsored by Jeep Grand Cherokee. The ice skating rink at Central Park here in New York City. 12-point lead for the Xavier Musketeers. A large reason for the lead has been Kaiser Gates' play off the bench.
Well, 13 points, but he started the season, the first 17 games, averaged about 8.5 points. But the last 12, only one start, 6.4 points. Hasn't been as effective. He allowed not knocking down jump shots to dictate how he played. But to me, he's the kind of versatile player that when he attacks the basket, when he's long on defense, that his jump shot is a complement to his overall game, and we see it on display. And I'm gonna go back to that dunk he got early on. I think that got him going. To see the ball go in that fashion has elevated his game.
The most points since scoring 16 against Creighton back on January 13th for Kaiser Gates. Najee Marshall's back in with 3 fouls. Blewett gets fouled. He's going to have 2 shots. Let's see if it's on. It'll be on Ali Begovic. I believe Ali Begovic. No, Clark.
Goes to Clark. But see, again, using Trayvon Blewett to set a screen sets you up. Because he set a back screen, and then he had the ability, again, to come off to read it or slip back door. And that time, an excellent pass by Marshall to get him on the slip cut.
So you talk about reading the screens and this and that. This is Trayvon Blewett, 3-time first-team Big East performer. Is that something you learn over time, or is it just something that's innate?
Well, listen, he's been in position since high school to be the man. But at this level, you learn how to use your God-given ability, which is to shoot jump shots, to your advantage. So a lot of guys are going to play over the top, and as you mature as a player, now you start to play games with the picks and how to use it.
Marvin Clark misses the 3. Marshall coming back down here for Xavier, leading by 14. And Tariq Owens is back in. He is guarding Tyreek Jones, who's in. Blewett fading away. Got it.
And I was going to say that last possession by St. John's, you play right into Xavier's hands when it's just one pass and a quick shot, because now Xavier can come back down the court, move it a couple of times, and then when you have Blewett, he can create his own shot and get inside and score.
Clark into the body of Gates. I don't know how he got that shot up. 16 now for Marvin Clark, the second leading scorer for St. John's. Scruggs to the corner for Marshall. Marshall against Owens. Owens has those 3. Scruggs, shot clock at 7. Wraparound pass for Jones. And that's a good foul right there by Simon, because that could have been an easy dunk Instead, he made sure he could not get up for a finish.
Well, again, paying attention to your scouting report, knowing who you can foul and who you don't want to give up layups to. And right here, Justin Simon, a good, clean, hard foul, knowing that you have to send Jones to the free throw line where he's only shooting 58%.
That was a hard miss.
Yeah. That's a better stroke. You know, he has a nice looking stroke, and it's, again, I think from a free throw perspective, when you're that big and that powerful, it becomes mental, because you can see right there that he's capable of getting to the line and knocking it in.
Simon, the crossover, kick out. Clark trying to hit the three, in and out, and a rebound for Marshall, and Clark shows frustration.
But I like that offense.
The legs are starting to play a factor.
Yeah, but I like that offense better.
Blewett answers for the three.
Well, I like that offense a lot right there. But I told you before, with Blewett, like Pons, you don't have to worry about, they're going to get their shots and their opportunities, and you see it manifesting itself, especially for Blewett in the second half.
Shamorie Pons still can't get a three. And now a foul against Clark. That'll be number 3 against Clark.
That's real simple in transition. You're going to give me enough space. I'm going to hesitate you. Little dribble, create some space, and now that rhythm dribble allows Blewett to step up and knock it in.
That last foul was the 17th foul against St. John's, so free throws the rest of the way for Xavier. At the free throw line is Blewett, who's got 19. Remember when we said he was quiet?
Yeah.
He's got 19 right now.
Quiet 19.
Make it 20.
But he's made baskets in the second half during this run when his team needed, whether it was that step in when he got to the key, a little fade away, a three-pointer before this one, earlier. At opportune times is when he stepped in during that run that extended the lead for Xavier.
A rare miss at the free throw line for Blewett. He's got 27 of 8 at the line. Simon nearly has it poked away. Pons against Marshall, and this is going to be a foul against Najee Marshall. That'll be number 4 against him. And the 15th foul against Xavier. But you know what? I give a lot of credit to Chris Mack, to the Xavier coaching staff, because again, little guards, quick guards have been giving this team fits all year. In this game, they're putting their longer guys on a guy like Shamorie Pons, and they've kept him in check.
What the difference is, too, like with Arizona State, you have 3 guards that can beat you.
Tip ball off the inbounds. Here comes Gates for Blewett. Blewett challenges Owens and puts it in. 22 now for Trayvon Blewett.
Again, another live ball turnover that Xavier was able to get out in transition, and Gates gave it up early enough to Blewett, so now he could get to the basket.
Bashir Ahmed, step back for 2.
Tough shots.
The number 1 team in the conference starting to run away with it. Pons. Little hesitation, in trouble, finds Clark. Passes up the 3. Owens misses the bunny. Ahmed gets fouled. Bashir Ahmed will head to the free throw line when we come back. But the Musketeers, defense leading to offense, more points off turnovers. Trayvon Blewett has 22 points on the afternoon, and the Xavier Musketeers lead 67-46 with 7:56 to go here in the second half.
You know, the Big East has always been about toughness, and, you know, I just think that New York City sort of personifies that. If you don't bring that toughness level, you're going to be going home really quickly. So I don't think there's a conference tournament more special, more unique than the experience that our guys get when they head into Madison Square Garden and play the Big East tournament. There's nothing like it.
This taste of the Big East tournament is sponsored by Guinness. Here's to us all.
And really, what a job that Xavier has done since joining the Big East. You go to the Cintas Center, it's one of the best venues, I think, in all of college basketball. And what Chris Mack has done last year, they go to the Elite Eight. They make that great run. They come in this year, and this is what he has done in 9 years as the head coach. 7 NCAA tournament appearances, gonna be 8, obviously. The Elite Eight last year, 4 Sweet 16s. This year's Big East Coach of the Year. I mean, the all-time wins leader at the school. This is a program, year in, year out, I think is underrated.
Well, it's always been a basketball program, okay? But kind of overshadowed, especially in the Big East, with the performance and, you know, Villanova won a national championship. Right. So it's always like that second tier, that second team. But what he's preached to his young men is that we get an opportunity to do something special as long as we do it together. And you see it manifesting itself. Now, one game here, still a lot of time left, but can they complete the puzzle? You know, excellent job last year in the tournament, but maturity, growth, and player development has led to the success here at Xavier.
To have a couple of guys like Trayvon Blewett, J.P. McCura, the seniors, to have a record-setting year this year. Good entry pass, Jones, and the rebound by Clark. Pons. Shamori Pons finally gets a field goal. That's just his 3rd field goal, 3 of 11.
And a lot of those field goals, too, he's made them, but they've been tough. I mean, that one was a tough shot over Kaiser Gates, so it hasn't been easy. So give credit to Xavier and the defense.
A turnover here by Blewett. Clark with Simon, skip pass over to Pons. Owens, the baseline jumper. No, off the back of the rim. The rebound by McCura.
And that transition break, because Marvin Clark wasn't comfortable with the ball in the middle, he couldn't take advantage of a 3-on-2. Hence, you end up with a jump shot by Owens instead of maybe a layup.
Gates for 3. Pons the rebound. Shamori Pons. He'll go to the free throw line for 2. We mentioned Chris Mack, all-time winningest coach in program history. And it's not as if he's passed some ho-ho names. Look at these guys. He passes Pete Gillen, Skip Prosser, Sean Miller. I mean, and that goes to what you said. This has been a basketball program.
Well, and also, too, it was looked upon at times to like a coaching position that elevated you to a higher position. And Chris Mack said, no, this is where I want to be. This is my legacy. So every year we hear his name being brought up as far as maybe a more high-level kind of job. But he said, no, we're going to build this program to be those guys. And I give a lot of credit to him and what he's been able to accomplish, and it's paying off. And I love it.
He grew up in Cincinnati, played at Xavier.
That's right.
2-time captain of Xavier.
Now, some guys are lifers, you know, and Chris Mack is one of them.
Blewett gets all the way to the hoop. 24 for Trayvon Blewett. Owens back to Simon. Simon misses the dunk. It's out of bounds off of Simon. Will be Xavier ball. You know, Chris Mack was a pretty good player in his day. You think he had good hands, right? Well, they win the Big East regular season title, and he almost fumbles. Trayvon Blewett's like, Coach, this is our first regular season title. You can't be dropping that. McCura, he gets fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. Chris Mack.
I remember Chris back in high school. He was a year ahead of me in high school, the 88 class. I was 89. That intense look, same thing he had. It kind of reminds you of J.P. McCure.
Really?
In regards to their intensity all the time. The fiery nature. I think Coach Mack may be even more intense than J.P. Look at that. I mean, you know what I mean? Stoic. You never see a change. Now, J.P. smiles every now and then. Coach did smile after they captured the outright title when I had him against Providence when his daughters, I think he had to get him pizza right after the game. So
coming up on 5.5 to go. Clark off the glass. No. That last foul was against Owens, his 4th. Makura. Underneath, Cantor gets fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. Xavier looking for their 28th win of the season. We mentioned how these two teams have played twice already this year. Both games were close, 88-82, 73-68, as Justin Simon just picked up his 4th foul.
I think Donnie talked about this in a pregame show about their versatility, their depth. What makes this Xavier team so good and special is the ability to reach down the bench and pull multiple players in that don't hurt you. They add value. They can switch defenses, like Nick Boss said, too. If things are not going right man to man, they can go to the 1-3-1 and rely on that. So versatility, and not just how they score the ball, but how they can defend and how they can play on their offensive end with multiple guys.
Clark, the runner. Pons, the offensive rebound. He misses the follow dunk by Owens. At this point right now, St. John's needs some stops. Those are the first 2 points of the game for Tariq Owens. Blew it for 3. I know Blewett's hot. Not sure that's the shot you want at this point. Makura helps him out, though, with the steal. And now Simon is going to get called for the foul. And that is going to be number 5 against Justin Simon.
And Makura, once again, making game-impacting plays. We saw it in the first half where and even in the second half where he dove down and created opportunities turnover-wise. Here, the all-out hustle, knowing you're up but big, okay, we're commanding the game almost 20 points, but yet and still you hustle back to take away an opportunity for St. John. Those are game-winning type of plays that come back to help you in situations where you may not be shooting good, but you still have an impact on the game.
Simon fouls out. Gooden at the free throw line. That's a 10-team foul, so double bonus. Justin Simon, who is the offense in the first half, finishes with 14 points on 6 of 11 with 3 rebounds and 1 assist.
And that's a part of Justin's game that he has to continue to evolve, because when he's knocking down jump shots and now guys have to honor that, a la like a Trayvon Blewett, now he can use his God-given talent to put it on the deck and beat guys. That's just working on the weak parts of your game.
3 is way off the mark by Trimble. The putback off the glass is good for Marvin Clark. Gooden. Turnover. Trying to find Marshall. You know, it's funny because I thought maybe the motivation for the Xavier team would come from the fact that Tim Brando wasn't calling this game, because they were 9-0 this year with Brando on the call. But it turns out it was you and Donnie Marshall last night said St. John's could have the upset. And they said that was some extra motivation for them.
I didn't say that. I said it's a team that can make a run could be St. John's. But, I mean, I said also, too, and I will say this, that this St. John's team, because they play differently at home, that they could create opportunities. But this Xavier team did an excellent job.
Oh, Marshall misses the left-handed dunk. That could have been spectacular. Now Pons gets fouled. Najee Marshall with the offhand. Oh, no!
Now, he's going to hear about this from his teammates.
You know what, though? The Musketeers, they could smile. They lead 75-58 with 3:35 to go.
Xavier's largest lead of the afternoon, 21 points. It's currently a 17-point lead. Rob Stone back here with you. And after the game, make sure to join us on the post-game show. Trayvon Blewett's going to join us live on set. We'll also get you set for our 4v5 game. And is Providence really still on the bubble? Plus, has Virginia locked up a #1 seed? Justin, Jim, we'll see you after the horn.
All right, looking forward to that one, Rob. Trayvon Blewett. He has been pretty darn good.
Well, I had the pleasure of watching this young man since he was a freshman. Came in a little baby fat, redefined his body, redefined his mind. It's a reason why he's the second leading scorer in Xavier history, over 2,100 points, because he put the work in. He didn't allow himself to get comfortable. He always knew that he could be one of the best players, not only in the Big East, but in the countries. So he put in the work, and it's paid off for him, and that's called player development. May not as efficient this afternoon, 7 for 17, but let me tell you something. It's not how many points you score, it's when you score them, and are they impactful. And his points were impactful when Xavier was able to stretch out the lead and kind of take this game away from St. John.
Shamori Pons at the line, makes the first. Shamori Pons, first team, all Big East. Pons last night had 26 points after missing the previous couple of games. Today, not the same story. Shamori Pons, 15 on 4 of 13, 0 of 6 from three-point land, 7 of 8 from the free throw line. You know, we were looking at the stats at halftime saying, how exactly is St. John's in this, as Tariq Owens is going to get called for his 5th foul. As we take a look at our game summary sponsored by SoFi, rethinking personal finance. The points off turnovers, an unbelievable discrepancy in favor of Xavier. The bench points in favor of Xavier. Pons struggling from three-point land. The Stars, it goes the way of Blewett. But we were wondering, I mean, they were being outscored, points off turnovers, points in the paint, free throws, everything, bench points. And how was St. John's in it at just 4 points? Well, all of a sudden, maybe legs played a factor here in the second half. Again, St. John's played last night. Xavier was able to rest. Or maybe it's just that Xavier is one of the best teams in the country.
Well, Xavier's good. I mean, they're a really, really good team. And again, they're so multi-dimensional. And they wear you down because they can go deep in the bench and play 8 guys compared to 5, 6, or maybe 7 for St. John. So you saw that kind of take effect in the second half. And plus, they minimized their mistakes. You know, for one part of it, the second half, Xavier had no turnovers, okay, in the second half.
Blewett knocks down another 3. 27 for Trayvon Blewett, 4 of 11 now from three-point land.
Oh, there you go. I think you answered your own question right there, how it happened.
Up ahead here for Gooden, behind the back for O'Mara. And that's the capper. The Musketeers will be moving on to the semifinals. A 21-point lead with under 2 to go. This was a game a lot of people thought we could see an upset. St. John's playing here at the Garden. O'Mara, another dunk. And that 4-point game in the first half, but second half, it has been all Musketeers. Bashir Ahmed, the deep 3. And a rebound for Blewett. And the timeout is taken here by Chris Mack just to get the subs in. We just heard Rob Stone say, has Virginia locked up a #1 seed? I'm going to pose the question to you. Have the Musketeers locked up a #1 seed?
I truly believe they have, because they won the Big East outright. Of course, you would love to win the Big East tournament and just squash all doubts. But I remember my sophomore year, We ended up losing 2 at the end of the season. This is before we had a conference tournament. And we still locked up the #1 seed in the Midwest because we won the regular season title. So I still believe they're in pole position to lock in that #1 seed.
I'm in agreement. Pons still can't hit a 3. 0 for 7 now from three-point land.
Good job, White.
Kaiser Gates, the step back for 3. Kaiser Gates, 16 points off the bench for Xavier. Chris Mack just said, Paul, no shots. Just dribble out this clock. They'll take the turnover. They don't care. 86-60. The #1 seed in the Big East will move on, defeating St. John's on St. John's home floor.
Dominating performance by Xavier in so many different ways, but the defensive end is where I was really impressed at with the Xavier team.
I guess they'll take a shot. It'll be a dunk. A season low 7 turnovers for Xavier. 88-60. What a performance by Xavier here in the second half. 27 points for Trayvon Blewett. Didn't have his best shooting performance of all time, but still finished with 27 as Xavier advances to the semifinals, where they will take on the winner of our next game, Providence against Creighton. That game will be tomorrow night. The semifinals, of course, 6:30 p.m. Eastern time here on FS1. But Xavier outscored St. John's in the second half, 55-31. And now we got some extracurriculars going on in the handshake line. Tyreek Jones jawing with somebody from St. John's. Not sure exactly what's happening as there are people standing in front of me. Bashir Ahmed and Tyreek Jones. They start jawing a little. And then it's Kaiser Gates getting in on it. That's not what you want to see at this point. Ahmed and Tyreek Jones. Well, Jim Jackson is standing by right now with the winning coach, the coach of the year in the Big East, Chris Mack.
Thanks a lot, Coach. You hate to end the game that way with a little scuffle over here. What kind of what?
Kids kept on talking to our guys. You know, we pushed our guys away, man. It's not right, but you know, I'm really proud of our group because everybody's been telling us, including some guys on FS1 last night, that our attention to detail and not being ready to play, thought our guys were ready to play.
Defensively, I thought you did an excellent job on Shamori Pons. 2 previous games, averaging about 25 points a game, but you took him out of the fold early on. Did you change anything differently defensively?
Well, I'm sure he's tired. You know, he was up late last night. He was a big part of their win. He's a monster to keep out of the ball screen, and, you know, he can do so many things with it. He dances your bigs, and, you know, I'm just glad that we kept him out of the lane, made the game hard on him, which is what we needed to do, and, you know, it's not easy.
The biggest strength of this team, I think what makes you so versatile is your ability to dig deep into the bench. Multiple guys can make plays. How big of a strength and an asset is that moving forward?
Oh, it's huge, and not only that, the sacrifices each one of those guys have made because they could probably be better players on lesser teams, and they recognize the fact they want to be on a team that hopefully gets remembered for something.
All right, thanks a lot, Coach.
Thanks,
back to Kutcher.
All right, thank you very much, Jim. Once again, the final score 88-60. Xavier moves on to the semifinals.